This meeting is being recorded.
Namaste. We have seen that there is the need for making investments for the sake of financial future security by the man himself. Before going further and taking up the study, let us consider some few basic points of investments or need for the making investment. In the preliminary ages, man used to take care of his basic needs like food, clothes, and shelter with the help of available natural resources. After the gradual evolution, man started looking for more and more new avenues where the production would increase and satisfy the basic requirements like food, shelter, and clothing. And also, man started crossing countries, continents, and started exploring new avenues where he could find new methods, new ways, and new means of financing his own self and expanding. In the course of this age, man started inventing new methods as to how to develop his business activities and agricultural activities like that. This resulted in the formation of new business concepts, both new business areas and also the way of doing business, like from proprietary concerns to partnerships, from partnerships to private limited companies, and from private limited to public limited companies, thereby allowing genuine business people to gather money from the public and invest the same in business so that the participants from all sectors get benefited. Thus, by gathering the amounts from the public, public limited companies are floated and their shares are traded on stock exchanges, which is the main study and main concern of our discussion. And before going further, let us consider why we should invest instead of keeping the money at home. There is something called as time value of money. If we keep money at home, it will not it will not make any addition to its own self. Thereby, the purchasing power of money gets decreased over a period of time. Let us consider an example. People who are of my age, say 60 plus, would recollect that during 1980s, 1 liter of petrol used to cost rupees 10. We used to get 10 petrol for 10 rupees at that time. By spending just 50 rupees or so, we used to get our moped's tank filled with petrol. Now the same petrol is costing us around 110 rupees or 150 rupees. I am not sure about the price now since there is a daily change or weekly change. Right there. So because of this, there is a diminishing in the value of the money which can purchase the produce or product which we wanted to purchase. Thus, by keeping money at home, we will not be able to achieve our financial goals in future, which we deserve. So we need to invest money at some place where it can take care of the increase in prices. This increase in prices or diminishing purchase power of money is what is economically called as inflation. So one should be able to put money somewhere where the return earned on the money can beat both the inflation and give some extra surplus to the depositor. That is the main concern. So next comes the question where to invest. From the ages, the most respected or relied upon avenue of investment is real estate. For one simple reason, amongst all natural resources, land is the only resource which cannot be produced by human by any way, any method. 1 inch of land cannot be produced by the human. So, with the continuous growth in population and non-expansion of the available land, the pressure on land is increasing year by year. Thereby, the demand and cost of land is going up and up. That we can easily see and verify in anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, or even at your own native place. If you reconsider your young age, when the population of the village or town in which you lived once, and compare the same with today's population, today's area and development, you yourself will recognize that there is vast difference between what it was used to be and what it is now due to increase in population. The increase in population is due to various factors like industrialization, or new avenues of opening up for living, etc., etc. There are so many reasons why there is an increase in, but still there is increase in population, and there is no increase in availability of land. Land remains the same, quantity wise remains the same. So it goes and up. It is a best investment, undoubtedly best investment. But there are certain things associated with the real estate which a layman is not able to do on his own, like verifying the titles and other associated aspects, verifying the permissions, etc. Recently, we have seen that in the name of pre-launch offers, there was a huge fraud committed in Hyderabad by the real estate developers. That case is now being investigated. And also, permissions wise, we are not well aware how many permissions are needed, what are not needed. And the next thing is quality of the construction. How good is the construction? How long the construction will last? We doesn't know. Still, owning a house is definitely must be the topmost priority for any individual, undoubtedly, when we take care of it. No question about that. And next comes the next area is after real estate, the most sought after area is precious metals. Precious metals include gold, silver, etc., palladium, copper, zinc, etc. Amongst gold and silver are the most favorite metals of India and China. Indians and Chinese are most inclined people towards buying gold. So if we consider the price of gold over a period of 40, 50 years, that will be amazing returns over the which gold has given. No doubt, it is the best investment option after real estate. But we also need to be very careful how to sell buy the gold, because purity of the metal is very important. We are making our investment for the purpose of growth in the capital rate. If the quality is not good, then we may not get the same rate as expected when it is found that of lesser quality. So that is the problem associated with the uh, precious metals. And there is another way is also called antiques. We buy, some people buy antiques like famous paintings, diamonds, like that. That is also quality is very important. Nobody may be sure of that quality. And next one is commodities. If you take into consideration the price of any commodity of your choice, let it be rice, petrol, diesel, or what you call as uh, pulses, etc., cotton, jute, wheat, whatever it is, you take into consideration and consider the prices of all these commodities, milk, over a period of time, say last 30 years to till date, then you will see that the rise in prices of commodities is too huge, undoubtedly very good. But they pose certain problems. Storage of the same to resell it, quality of the same when we store it for some longer times, and government imposing policies like bringing certain commodities under Essential Commodities Act, or banning the storage of the same, or banning export of the same, etc., etc. So that is the problem with the commodities. And also there is the problem with the natural calamities like unlikely time rains, floods, cyclones that will destroy the crops, etc. That produces a problem. And what is next left to do is investing in stocks. Investing in stocks is always the best option even today, because the investment is transparent and based on screen trading. We can easily buy and sell stock of our choice and protected by the regulatory authorities like SEBI, etc. Thereby, our money is not lost. There are no frauds. Even if there is a fraud committed by a brokerage company, SEBI will take care of the protection of the funds of the investor. So it is easy for the investor to make an investment. But the thing is, how to invest in stocks? That is the basic criteria or idea or theme of our discussion. There are two ways to exactly two, not two, three ways now to do the same. The first one is fundamental analysis. The next one is technical analysis, and recently over for past 15 to 20 years, financial astrology is also considered for making investment decisions in stock markets. We will be taking up study of each one by one in the end. There is a constraint on the length of the videos in YouTube that only 15 minutes length is allowed. Last night I made an attempt to make a video which came up to 25 minutes, which was not allowed to be, stating that the video is too long. So I am forced to make short videos of 15 minutes or less duration. So kindly bear with me. We will be making videos regularly, and I request you to kindly follow them. And I earnestly appeal to all of you to bring the young generation of your families to the into the fold of learning investment. I am not saying not learning technical analysis. Let it be finance, fundamental analysis or whatever analysis, but make them finance sense wise. They are capable of making investments when they grow up. It is very important. And I would like to tell you one thing, that if you educate a man, you educate a person. If you educate a woman, you educate a family. So kindly see that all the young girls of your families start learning investment basics at this very age, so that their financial future is totally secured, where whatever may be their field of education or profession. For example, in today's book, our book I have uploaded, I discussed about Andrew Pitchfork. He is actually a thermodynamics professor, not a commerce professional, but he developed Andrew Pitchfork and Merriman indicators, which, and he is a successful trader. And I forgot the name of the gentleman. He is a psychiatrist from Russia who escaped to America and developed very many indicators which are very good and very successful. So this field of study or education has nothing to do with investments. It is a wrong notion or concept. So kindly see that all you are involved in making and in learning and making an attempt to learn, and see that become good analysts and self-dependent people. Thank you. We shall meet again.